Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to our little corner of hope. I'm glad to have you here. As humans, sometimes we feel like our faith and our pain are at war with each other. Like you love God, but you're also really mad at Him. Or like you believe He is good, but you can't understand why life is so hard. I know that feeling. The wrestling match between what you believe in your head and what you are experiencing in your heart. And here's what I want you to know. You are not broken for feeling this way. You are human. And today, we are going to be talking about something that might surprise you. Our brokenness doesn't disqualify you from God's love. It actually positions us for His greatest work. Please get comfortable and let's have an honest conversation about when faith meets brokenness. Father, please open our hearts today to receive what we need to hear. Amen. It's okay not to be okay. I hope you heard me. It is okay not to be okay. In this world that often expects us to have it all together, especially as believers, I want to give you permission to acknowledge that you are struggling. Look at Psalm 34, verse 18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and save those who are crushed in spirit. God doesn't say, get your hearts together and then I'll come close. He says He is already close to the brokenhearted. He is drawn to our brokenness, not repaired by it. Think about the heroes of our faith. Job lost everything and asked God some pretty hard questions. David, a man after God's own heart, wrote in Psalm 42, where he literally says, "Why, my soul, are you downcast? Why so disturbed within me?" Even Jesus, perfect, sinless Jesus, wept when his friend Lazarus died. Even though he knew he was about to raise him from the dead, he still wept. I remember a few years ago, early 2018, when I felt like God had completely abandoned me. I was praying, believing God, doing all the right things I knew how to do, but doors kept slamming shut. I felt like I was speaking into a void. I was so angry with God that I was scared to admit it out loud. But you know what I learned in the process? That God can handle our honesty. He can handle our questions. He can handle our tears. And our face raised to heaven. Your feeling of disappointment, confusion, even anger with God doesn't make you a bad Christian. It makes you an honest one. And here's the beautiful truth. God doesn't require perfect faith before He shows up. He specializes in meeting us right in the middle of our mess. How do I know this? Because I found out God uses broken things. In fact, He seems to prefer them. Look at 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. God's power isn't made perfect in our strength. It's made perfect in our weakness, in our brokenness. Yeah. Think about God's track record. Moses was a murderer who stuttered, but God used him to deliver an entire nation, a broken man. David was an adulterer. God called him a man after His own heart. Paul persecuted Christians before becoming the greatest missionary in history. The list goes on. God has always been in the business of taking broken people and writing beautiful stories with their lives. Just how a mosaic is made. You take broken pieces of glass or tile. When you arrange them together with careful hands, something more beautiful is made. That's what God does with our fragments. He doesn't waste a single broken piece of our story. See, faith isn't about having all the answers or never struggling. Faith is about trusting God totally when life doesn't make sense. It's not faith because everything is perfect. It is faith despite the imperfection. It says, God, I don't understand this, but I know who you are, and I am going to hold on to that. Your brokenness isn't your disqualification. It's your invitation. It's your invitation to experience God's love in a way that you have never experienced it before. Because when we are weak, He is strong. When we are broken, He is the healer. When we are lost, is the way. Remember, you are healing, you are becoming, and your healing is real. See you in our next whisper, held and healed with joy.